So this is the weirdest product review I've done to date. It's a kaleidoscope. I bought it from this actual listing off AliExpress called Morlens Art Kaleidoscope. And I bought this. It came in a bag. I took it out of the bag, but I left it in this just to show you guys that it does show up very safe because this is a pretty cool bag. Inflatable. Very strong bubble packaging. I'll keep that one actually. Okay, let's see. It's going to be a challenge to see if the camera will even look through this thing. But we got a nice ribbon here. So this would make a nice gift actually. It's still plastic wrapped. I went to a club. It wasn't my intention, but I was in Jerome, Arizona, and there was a huge kaleidoscope store there. I think the lady said they were either the largest or one of the largest kaleidoscope stores in America. And it was insane. They had like some seriously expensive, like multi-$1,000 kaleidoscopes, all handmade, and they were insane. I could understand why rich people would want to have those because they were just out of this world. But I'm not spending hundreds of dollars on a kaleidoscope. But I am willing to try this. Okay, so yeah, all right. So there is some sort of Chinese here, some dimensions. Probably what the model number is in this thing. But the rest of the box here, other than that panel, is just plain. And then some shredded paper. Okay. That's a strong box, actually. I'm going to keep that to ship something else one day. Alright, so looking at this body here, I got, let's see, let's go through this listing here. Spotted? No. Well, here. I got this one. So there's different tunnels. I've had to learn a little bit about kaleidoscopes. 7 petals, so there's, when you look in here, there's 7 shapes, right? 7. So I think I went with 10 because I wanted to have the most complex looking shapes. This is a 9 petal, where's the picture of this thing? Okay, this one. So I got the Firefox tread, full screen, 10 petal flower. So there's 10 petals going on in the shape, and the full screen means you see like a reflection. So the whole thing, when I look inside this, should be like this. When it's screened, all you see is this circle. Let's see if there's an image of a screened one. Yeah, this is a screened one, so you only see like the circle. But the full screen, it shows everywhere. Again, I'm not a kaleidoscope expert, but they're fun to look at. So Firefox costs $35 with shipping. It's around $40. All right. Well, now going about this outside. I don't know if that's like a wrap. I think it might be wrapped with some paper because there's a seam right here. So I'm not sure how long that's gonna last, unless it's like a plastic wrap. I'm not sure. But it's nice. This is metal. This is brass, I assume, or it's plated metal of some sort. And then we have a teardrop aperture. Over here we have the oil. I think it's like mineral oil, and it's filled with various things. So we have some glass in there with some white stripes. It's just some like white rocks, broken blue glass, some sky blue glass, little marbles or fragments of, that one's got gold flakes in it. So they just take random scraps of like glass and stuff. There's a sphere, and it's all magnified. And this I think is, I'm not sure if light's getting through that. Let me get the flashlight. No, so that's totally opaque, this black thing. It is cut out, but they blacked it out. So all the light is coming in through the side, it seems. That's good to know because I'm going to try to illuminate it with my little flashlight here. Now, let's see. Alright, well actually, let me get this, where's the, I guess that's the camera. So you see the full screen, and yeah, it's reflecting off the walls inside there. So you can see there's many mirrors inside of this tube. It looks like there might be 20 mirrors or something, right? Or maybe 10 at least. I don't know how they do it. Maybe it looks like there's a lot of small mirrors if you look around the edges. But I could be mistaken. I don't make kaleidoscopes. So I don't even need the flashlight. But I'm just rotating this around. I stopped rotating, and now the oil is, you know, slowing down the thing. I'm gonna just flip it all the way upside down. Look at that. That is crazy. It's very relaxing. And yeah. Yeah, this is really cool. I'm really shocked that I can do this through my mobile phone. Yeah, so eventually it will stop because all the rocks or whatever inside that oil canister. But if you just keep spinning, oh, that's cool. Sorry, I'm losing the camera. That aperture is in a circle, so I have to constantly. Wow, man. So, sorry. I'm laughing. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's really cool. It's very funky looking at all these patterns change. Right? It's like psychedelic or something. So I don't know why it took so long for me to appreciate a kaleidoscope. I guess this is because maybe when I was a kid I looked at those cheap ones that were just filled with plastic and they just felt cheap. And I don't think those ones had oil to slow down the pieces. But with the oil, it's almost like it's an animation. You know, it's slow but sometimes fast, depending on whether or not the item inside that canister is moving fast or slow through that oil. Okay, well, I hope you appreciate this. Yeah, I don't know if you just feel like you're stressed out or supposedly this stuff is relaxing. It's scientifically proven, I think, to relax your mind, looking at kaleidoscope patterns. For me, I don't know, I'm not really stressed out, but I just think this is cool. I was also thinking it might give me ideas about some of my 3D printed wheel projects when I do Hot Wheels, right? Maybe not the colors, but you can have basically an infinite amount of shapes coming through this thing, because you never know which pieces are overlapping other pieces. So this is a good color combination too. I mean, there's every color of the rainbow coming through this thing. When you look at the listing on AliExpress, it seems like they have color themes, but this one clearly has red, white, RGB, what, red, Roy G. Biv, what is it? Red, orange, there's the orange, yellow, yeah, yellow, green, I don't know if I saw green. Let's see if we can find green. I see maybe a tiny bit of green, but it's not very dominating. Blue, orange, yeah. I think basically everything except for green is in there. Well, maybe that's some green right there, right? So yeah, every color of the rainbow is in this thing. Yeah, man, it's really hard to keep this in front of the phone camera and rotate it. It's almost like I want to make a fixture that this will rest on and rotate. So that was just the photo booth. I didn't even use the flashlight, right? Let's see if it goes crazier with the flashlight. So I gotta, that looks super bright, obviously. I'm trying to move the flashlight next to that thing, and now I got, whoa, so now it's very bright, obviously. Alright. Oh, it's almost blinding. Alright, so now another experiment. I'm gonna put on this filter. I got a green filter on this little flashlight. I reviewed this flashlight separately. It's got a Manker, and it takes AA batteries. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, alright. It definitely changes its appearance, right? That's it's like a crazy digital animation. Alright, let's try red. It's almost like you want to buy a flashlight that changes colors, like a multicolor LED, and then you just tape it to that cylinder, and then you could have a whole nother dimension of complexity. I mean, it's a fairly complex thing by itself, but once you add different colored lights, Alright, so yeah, this thing's on fire. But yeah, pink, purple. Whoa, that is crazy. Sorry. I'm trying to get the angle where it's the flashlight's shining in there, but I can rotate it. Alright, so hopefully that's it. No? Let's see, I'm losing the... Wow, yeah, so just moving the flashlight around does a lot. So I'm not even rotating the kaleidoscope. I'm just moving the flashlight. Wow. Yeah, alright. Yeah, very cool. Back to normal. 10 minutes, alright, 11 minutes on this thing, but I'm gonna stare into this thing. I'm gonna get a couple different... I gotta think about different lighting methods, because just moving the light around was pretty fun. Alright guys, well, yeah, I don't know. Leave a comment if you think this stuff is cool. Would you pay 40 bucks for something like this? I was a little hesitant at first. They have much cheaper ones on AliExpress, but I think you pretty much have to have one with oil, because again, that's what causes like the slow and the fast variations of the movement, and it makes it feel like it's an animation more than, you know, just gravity driven stuff that moves fast. Oh boy, sorry, I don't... And then I gotta figure out a better way to show these off if I get another one. I don't know if I'm gonna get another one. I guess you could theoretically, you know, just collect one of each petal quantity. You know, I think the most basic ones have 5 petals, but I think this 10 petal one is a good one to start with because it's the most complex. Right. Okay, sorry, rambling on. So, very cool, very funky. Yeah, you might want to check out this shop. I looked on eBay. You can buy like used ones on eBay, but and also real handmade ones. But to the defense of this Morlens company, it seems like these are handmade. They're just handmade in China instead of by Westerners. So let's see, where is it in this listing? See, they're hand blowing the little pieces, and they're hand cutting the mirrors, and then yeah, selecting materials and stuff. So it seems like a pretty great bargain. So, all right, I'll see you guys in the next random product review. Thanks for watching. Bye.